Good morning, it's Jonathan Bauer with the morning debrief. Let's just adjust the camera a little bit. Obviously a bit of a bright day. We actually got some sun down in Sydney, so that's certainly not a bad thing. Obviously we had all that rain over the last couple of days, but the sun's only here for a short time. We're expecting rain towards the close of the week. Okay, now let's basically look at this is the overnight market report. The current time is 7:30. Looks like the Dow has actually closed, and let's just grab that there. Closed down. Just down a fraction, down 17 points at 4,000, down at 12,018. The S&P's down 4, the Nasdaq's down 8.2. Major concerns basically on the market. I guess there's the debt crisis. US stocks retreat amid concern about the debt crisis in Europe. That all has to do with Portugal. Portugal, we are hearing they'll both basically come up and say that they might require a bailout. As a result of that, the market's sort of getting nervous because that's starting to come to the fray, the debt concerns. So let's stay close to it. And as I mentioned, around the market, around the market, what we're seeing is a little bit of nervousness surrounding those debt concerns. The overview there, basically, it's just coming up now. There we go. The Dow was down a little bit. The top 50 in Europe was down 6. The FTSE was down 23. The CAC was down 11, and the DAX was down 35. Local market closed down basically 9 points to 4,667. So I guess a little bit of concern there. Basically, we've still got concerns out there in Libya, concern the Middle East, the Gulf region, and the crude there is at 104.86. We just had a little bit of a move to the top side on that. And you'll be able to see that it looks a little bit better bid as a result of that. Expectations are, keep an eye, we've mentioned 103 on the top side already, and we feel that 107 is the next crunch. We feel that it's expectations again, which is working into the market. Expectations that this contagion could spread, particularly with what's happening in Bahrain and Yemen. We've got quite a lot of votes happening there as well, and that could cause concern if the populist movements continue to get traction. Okay, so that's pretty much on the crude side, so a little bit of a movement up there. Gold pretty steady, 14.25 top side. This does look constructive for a test through to that 14.40, so just be careful there. Silver had a very strong move to the top side, and probably expectations there that it looks quite good. In fact, gold is by the better one over gold, and if we take out that top side, then we could expect some more gains, 37, 38, and even 40. So that looks all right. On the dollar index, 75.69. It's only traded in the 30-point range. So I think if anything there, things remain pretty quiet on that dollar index. There you can see there had a little bit of a bounce, nothing too exciting, but right on its lows. Let's see how that develops. Aussie was the big mover last night in the currencies, and that has a strong move and has. We are long the Aussie, and we've been long down here, which I'm quite happy about. And we continue to hold on to that position, expecting it to test the top side. But with the Aussie, because we are stuck in a range, always make sure that we keep a tight stop. Move your stops up on that Aussie because it still is in that range. Dollar yen, we are long, but it has been very steady position. It's at 81 at the moment, and we're long. We actually got long down here, which was quite good. We're just holding on to those positions as we speak, and probably expect to see a lift hopefully very, very soon. Okay, the local market, that's the currencies local market, basically 45.19, relatively stable, and did close towards the top end of the range though. I think the expectations are for us to still be range bound, and I think expectations there, look, we have a little bit of a low here with a double bottom, so I'd like to see a little bit of a tick up here in that market. Let's see how that unfolds. Now, I want to spend a little bit of time on natural gas. Natural gas is something we've been talking to a lot of people on the tweets. It's also on our YouTube channel as well, where we put out a recommendation. That recommendation sticks well. If this is a good medium to long-term trade, you look at the hourly charts here, as you can see, that looks like a bit of a breakout to the top side. We're happy. But let's just work our way through from the hourly through to the daily and then the weekly. Just look at that chart. It does look good, and we still recommend it as a buy. And obviously a stop below these areas at 375 are okay. Now have a look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart there, you can see it's got a lot in it on the top side, and our recommendations are that this is an area of accumulation. We're wrong if it breaks below that low. You know where the low is, and we've mentioned it on tweet quite a few times. So stick with it. Why do we think natural gas is a goer? I guess the main reason we do is believe is what's happened in Fukushima will focus attention on nuclear power, And seriously, do we actually need nuclear power? You know, when we've got other forms of energy generation. Natural gas is the cheaper. It's a cheap form of energy. It's in plentiful supply. It's around the world. Most regions have it, and it's also a very clean form of energy. So if anything there, it's actually 30% better in terms of oil, coal, etc. So I think this is a wake-up call for the world to look at natural gas, and as a result of that, I feel that natural gas is a play that is here for the medium to long term. So we'll have a tune into the YouTube channel, and you'll be able to get a good feel as to what we think from there. Okay, we've talked about the equity markets, the currencies. Have a look at gold. Gold looks like it's going to test 440. Natural gas we're going to see that up to about $5 or $6. Big trade there, really like that. The grain's pretty steady. Let's wait and see what really happens. I think we've got some data coming out pretty soon. Let's just check what we've got in the data front. And what do we got coming out Wednesday night? It's a bit slow there. Wednesday night, there we go. MBA mortgage applications, new home sales, and Bernanke speaks to bankers. I think there's still the key on the data comes out next Thursday, sorry, and that's the data there, durable goods orders. So if anything, I guess that's about it from me. Keep close to it. Keep an eye on that natural gas. If you've got any questions on that, feel free to give us a call, 1300-667-34, 1300-667-34, and if not, have a look at the YouTube site because we've got about a 14-minute documentary on it. That's about it for me. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.